You have been well trained.
No.
You don't have to carry a sword to be powerful.
I won't fail you.
Or do not.
I'm not afraid.
Please don't try.
Cool. Well, we're back for the top 8. We have Drew Warren versus Jonathan. This should be a pretty interesting matchup because it's Satine Droids versus Red Palp, Admiral Palp.
Yeah.
So I figured this would be an interesting match for us to watch, for sure. I mean, a lot of weird things can happen. It's really hard to dissect this match because of the discard.
Right.
I think that really changes the entire match. Because, like, if you can stop them from removing your Admiral, you're in a good spot. If you can't, you're in a bad spot.
Yeah, and that Palp deck has so much hand control.
It has a lot of hand control, for sure. I think if things go standard, Satine should have a small edge.
Right.
However, when you're playing a deck like this, you can just win in one round. Like, everything could be going wrong, and then in one round you just win.
Right.
And that's a good superpower to have in your deck.
Well, the Admiral reset, along with the hand disruption, gives him the opportunity to have some just blowout turns.
Oh, yeah. You could just kill 2 droids in one turn.
Right.
Because you think about your initial rollout, the Admiral reset, and then the die reset.
Right.
That's sweet. Is there...
So
okay.
the interesting thing about this list, though, the Palp list doesn't have counterintelligence.
Yeah.
That's kind of surprising.
Yeah, that's gonna... I mean, I kind of understand. It's a pretty compact list. There's not a lot of cut spots. And you do have Motti for his discard.
Right.
Which could be good. But his way to make money, that's the real chokehold, right? Oh, right out the gate with three discard is very strong. So what do you do here? This is an interesting spot because do you force him to do the discard? Do you C-3PO, take your money, force the discard, and lose both your dice if he discards?
Right.
Do you play up one piece of mitigation on the 2, and then lose another piece, and lose one of your money?
Right. Man, that's a hell of a rollout start.
And we choose the latter.
Right.
We're just going to play a thing.
Yep.
And you do you.
Yep. Take what you want. I got this out. Let's go.
It's almost a challenge. Like, can you actually survive on no? That's he called the bluff. You can't actually pay that $1.
Right.
Let's see what the discard happens here. And it's a hand cannon. I mean, that kind of hurts. You're never happy to see that, but it could be worse. I do like the idea to call the bluff on. I don't think you can actually afford that side.
Right. Yeah, Palp early wants to ramp. He wants to get a couple of those upgrades down, build out the health pool a little bit, get some more disruption on the board.
Yep. I think that's interesting. Call. Part of me kind of would have wanted to roll out the hired muscle before, so that you can threaten with things.
Right.
You might have been afraid if he had rolled a too good of a side that discard is coming in then.
Right. So do we know what Drew's got in his hand? Can you tell?
Yeah, let me try and take a little peek here. Not super sure. Oh, it's always tough when you get to play a thing and it gets to resolve its extra effect, right? So this teaching's really good for that. And now it does 2 damage for the rest of the round.
Right.
Okay, an entourage. Yeah, this is a really good open into Palp. And now that side is dead. There is no money on Palp's side. I think Palp's not super upset either.
Yeah. I bet he's wishing he'd probably taken that discard down.
Maybe. But I don't know what the rest of his hand. Maybe he could then have never played an upgrade, and that feels terrible.
So does this mean Drew's holding his other entourage since he didn't search it out? I mean, you play with him enough to know.
Not necessarily. Because this match is different where you need to pump damage fast, and 2 entourages does not pump damage.
Right.
2 entourages give you a bigger board.
Right.
And so if he can argue that I can actually get my Fickle into play this turn and resolve it, it's probably better, and I'm just going to use the entourage as indirect.
Okay.
Because if he puts that indirect onto Motti, you'll kill Motti.
Right.
And you'll be very happy about doing it.
Yeah.
There's also a chance he has another piece, like another gun or something, This will determine it. If he resolves this, then that's what it will show.
I always played defense. I mean, I didn't have money.
So this is a big spot.
Only because I didn't drive.
Let's see.
So he's going to put it where he wants it.
Yep. He gets a focus.
And he's
Okay,
gonna
yeah,
do-
he's going to resolve that damage 100%. Oh, fair enough. He has more He has more in his hand he wants to get rid of or use. Because he still has feed, so like he doesn't even need the extra dollar
Right.
for the muscle. So he's just, I'm just gonna fickle out and we're gonna keep going. Ooh, a hidden motive on that. And he calls the money, as you probably should, but now you get the focus to it. That's a really tough hidden motive.
And it's always tough hitting entourage with a hidden motive.
Yep.
Just feels bad.
Yeah, there's another 2 damage going to come out. He's obviously going to sit. Palpatine's going to want to sit on shields, and he's just going to want to take damage, put another shield out. Take damage, put some more shields out.
There was no.
Yep.
The 3 games.
That was a really good way to get through that. Because basically, that was really smart. Because if the hidden motive misses, it takes a focus, and then you resolve that, and then you finally get down to 1. So
Right.
I do like how that was played. I think I would expect a pitch to reroll here from the Palpatine on the Palp die and the Motti die.
Yeah, because it's dead right now, just sitting there.
Yeah. Yeah, and that probably wasn't getting played, so I wonder if he's going to do all of them. There's a chance to do, 4 more damage. I don't think you have to reroll it, though. You do have focuses on Motti. Yeah, I think that's fine. Two discard, not super relevant.
And he's still holding a fickle too, so he's got more plays to make this round.
Yep. But this spot kind of makes me wish that you had just resolved the 3 indirect.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if this ramp is worth it, but obviously you don't see necessarily the Forsaken coming.
Right.
That kind of changes things. But this looks like it might be a 0 damage round.
Right.
And like the Palp's going to deal more damage than you, kind of feels bad.
Right. I think the other thing that's interesting about this Palp list is it's got a little bit tighter ability upgrade package too.
Yep, because it's looking for that Admiral.
Yep.
But this is a great start towards that. So this play makes it so that if you draw Admiral next round, you're in a
good to
great
go.
spot.
Yep.
This play protects you against if you don't draw it.
Right.
So looks like he's deciding I want Admiral next round, and that's what I'm going to go for. Oh, that the baited easy pickings right at the end. That's brutal. That's really brutal.
Easy pickings feels so hard to play right now, but there's certain matchups where it feels really good, and this is definitely one of them.
Yep. So he didn't get any damage in, and he took some damage. Not as much as he might have.
Right.
And he stopped some money. This feels like a pretty even board state
Right.
going into this round, and it'll really be determined on if Admiral's coming down. But because Admiral could just blow this up.
Right.
Motti back out, another pay 1, discard 2. So I'd like to see not a important die go into the pool here, just in case he looks down, sees I don't have any Admiral.
Right.
I'm going to take this discard. Okay, this is a good way to do it.
To the disrupt.
Yep.
Yep.
Now it doesn't even matter. It's a little unfortunate, no money hit there. You kind of want the money, but you take what you can get. So Faithful's not going to be used yet. It might get used on Satine now, because there's nothing really to use it on.
Right.
So Feed's used to get to $1. And this play is only possible because he has supports out.
Right.
That's not a support. That is a support.
I think hero players everywhere are going to be sad when Crate rotates out.
Yeah, Crate is the last hope for Hero.
Yeah.
vehicles. It's the last one we got that's like, this one's good.
Yeah.
So Palpatine's in a tough spot. I want to see, okay, this is going to help a lot. At least he'll be able to get something else down and draw a card to help him cycle a little bit. Shields aren't necessarily the worst thing, but he needs to start shoving damage this round. Like, I think if Palpatine gets out of this round with not a lot of damage, I think he's in the lead. That's how I would look at this match. So Drew's mentality right now should be like, don't play Admiral, don't get Admiral down, and I'm going to shove in at least get 3 points of damage on Pal, at least 3, right? And Jonathan should be thinking, okay, I want to get Admiral down if I have it. If I don't, I just don't want to take any damage, and it's fine. He also could try and look for an R2 kill.
Yeah.
Or at least get him real close to a kill. I think I definitely take a pitch because Motti has that focus, right? So you definitely want to pitch that.
He's got to dig out some money here, right? Like he needs to get some resource.
Yeah, this right here will determine if what play he's going for. Is he going for damage? He's going for the money.
Now he's got to decide if he plays into an easy pickings again or not.
Yeah, but this is not a good Admiral spot. I don't think this is for Admiral.
No.
I think this is just setting up the next round. That's what this looks like. Because like you're not going to Admiral. Even if he went and took a bunch more money, you're not going to Admiral with no upgrades because you'd have to overwrite. So this is just, I'm going to set up next round. And this also says, hey, do you have removal? I think if you have removal here, you'd okay, he's going to take the shields because that's the die he doesn't want to lose. And it looks like he did power that. Okay, 2 indirect. If this goes on Motti, the target starts to become Motti. Okay, so Motti is a viable target now, because the 2 damage went on him. And turning off the discard of the focuses is pretty strong and best defense.
Right.
Okay. To the basement.
So this is kind of just going to be a stall board. It's how much can you push through the defenses and how much can you protect. So that takes the shields off. That's the focus to $1. That's the only way to resolve the hired. Okay.
Gonna get him off that money.
And it's a shield.
Shields for days.
Yeah, the shields are pretty helpful in this weird lull part. I would still like to be pushing more damage.
Right, absolutely.
It feels like Palpatine, you're real happy right here because you're not taking, like, you haven't taken any damage, really.
Mm-hmm.
So if I was a Palpatine player, I'd be feeling real good. You got the Forbidden Lore already set up, which might just be sitting there waiting for, like, a Suretsu Mastery to come down and remove a die or something like that.
I haven't played with Forbidden Lore in a while. Does that one only hit blue ability upgrades?
I don't believe so.
Okay.
I believe it's the Sith.
Okay.
That's actually, like, you have to have a Sith to play an ability. It might be blue only. There's probably a good chance it is, but I'm not 100% sure. Yep, that's going to come down, but it's not going to remove anything. So he managed to dodge a little bit there. We still have... have we used the Palp action already? It looks like we have, but I don't
recall.
I don't remember the first one. I just don't know if it's left over from last round or not. So there's money and a disrupt. Disrupt's not going to do a whole lot, but there's a chance you just take the money here. Yep. He still has that Fickle in hand.
Right.
Apparently not. Apparently we're not doing that.
Just gonna slow play him, man. Take
He
your
doesn't.
time.
He doesn't have the Fickle anymore. He must have pitched it in between rounds and we missed it. Okay, this is a big turn. Palp Saber,
Free Palp.
real strong. So now Palp's starting to get to the phase where you're going to want to be Admiral. because now he can really start doing some damage
Right.
when he comes in and comes in and comes in. So I would like to look for like a probe this round to get like clear the way.
Right.
Some discards. That's a great spot. So rolling out the hired muscle here lets him threaten discard and disrupt from just one focus side showing.
Right.
And it's kind of hidden, which is why one of the reasons hired muscle is so good. He can also just hit for 4 direct with
Right.
a focus side. That starts making Motti not look near as good.
Yeah, the hired muscle's really good in that Satine list. With the amount of money they make in the sides on that, it just gives you control and damage.
Yep.
Just consistent.
This feels like a Dirtle, this play. I'm just going to heal 2 off R2. Kind of feels like I'm waiting to see what you do.
Yeah.
Okay, a Mastermind comes down. Palp's starting to get a lot of health.
He's up to 13 now.
Yep.
He's actually, with the shields, he's up to 15. So
Yeah, it's a lot of health to burn through.
And also now, Bacta therapy's starting to
Look
a
real
little
good.
gross.
Yeah. I don't know. In this situation, you might have to just hit Motti.
At least that way it makes all your indirect sides hit one target.
Yep.
Like, everything starts to just bear down on Palpatine at that point. And
Yeah,
hopefully
6
can
indirect
power
here
him up.
does not look terrible, to be honest. And best defense kind of feels bad here.
Yeah.
You're saving 3 damage, which is nice, but you're giving your opponent a resource, and you're making it, kind of direct. Let's see if Big Palp's going to come in. This could be a disgusting roll. Looks like he does have Sinister Peace.
He's got a near miss in hand, too.
Yep. Every time he loses a card from it. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. That seems good.
That's
And
the
get
right
rid
call.
of the... Yep, that's absolutely a good move. Target acquired. Okay.
Nice.
You have to kill Motti now.
Yep.
Okay. A lot of value there. 2 cards left in hand. But he can't Admiral. So, I mean, we're looking at a spot where whatever you roll in is kind of what you got, unless one of those last 2 happen to be Admiral. He gets some money here, overwrites. Ooh. That's big.
Yeah, that's scary.
That is a big side to come in right now. I think Motti might die this round.
It's looking real possible.
Now, I can't see what else he has in his hand, but something like an Ewok Ambush is insane right here.
Yeah.
Because you can just do everything, and you can just only pump damage, and you can just kill Motti straight up.
Right.
With that 2 focus on sitting there, that would be a massive play.
Is that blaster a big enough target, you think, to change who he wants to kill first at this point? Do you go after Satine now?
Man, it might be. I think...
Because that thing can get so gross.
I think you still kind of want to kill a droid.
Right.
Because it basically removes 2 dice when you do that, 2 to 3, like 2.5 dice because of the plot.
Right.
But it wouldn't be wrong of you
Right.
to start going after Satine now. But that is why he put it on Satine. It gives you... most people are going to put it on R2, but this gives you the, hey, kill my Satine.
Right. This keeps your engine in check.
Yep. So it's like kill the damage or kill the engine.
Right.
Which is a really hard choice to make. On the rollout, we have 2 shields here. We have the Mastermind special, another shield, 4 damage. That's pretty big. Okay. It's interesting.
And he's putting it in Motti.
Yep. That's 3 damage there. He's at 5. Motti has... Does Motti have 9 or 8 health?
One of the 2.
One of them. Yep. One of those 2 sides.
I think
One
he
of
has
those 2
9.
numbers.
I think he has 9.
Either way, he's very killable here.
Hey, at least these tokens are readable.
Yes. Yes. It's really it's much easier to see the big 3, 1, 1.
Right.
Yep. That's great. Looks like he might have 9 health. Yep. So Motti has 9. So we're looking at 5 damage. Fateful hasn't been used yet, so there is a double focus from R2.
Right.
So getting the 5 is pretty easy.
Yeah, he can get there quick.
Yeah. He does need $1 somewhere for this round. I'm real curious to see where this focus goes. Like that's going to really determine how the rest of this turn goes, because it is okay. So 2 shields. That's kind of a win, because that special side is disgusting.
Right.
But it makes sense. You need to keep your Motti up. Okay, that's interesting.
I don't think he's sad with $1. I know he'd like to have that focus still, but I don't think $1 is really that bad.
Yeah, I don't think $1 is really going to bother him. He does get to roll this back in.
A couple more shields.
Yep. It's real hard to get through all of this. And he can just kind of tank and tank and tank until you get the Admiral out. That is indirect.
And some guns.
Indirect 2. That's huge. Let's see what kind of removal. That looks like, is that a Bacta therapy on top?
Route.
A route.
That's pretty good.
He gets to remove 2 dice.
This is one of the few decks that can run that effectively.
Yep. I don't think you can't really play around that. You just take it. There's still a decent amount of damage that can come out here, but there's a lot of shields to soak it up, and then a lot of shields that can go right back and onto it. Uh-oh. I was going to say, I think... Ooh, I wonder what he's going to call here with Mastermind. Look at it, call a card, look at your opponent's hand, rip it out. No removal. This could... If he can get to $1 more, it's Admiral time.
Yeah, that's going to get gross.
He does have a couple focuses.
Yeah, and Drew's really going to push some damage this turn.
Yeah, I mean, if an Admiral comes down, he's probably losing a droid, like 100%. Okay, so removing that. That gets him to 1. He's still not there yet. He still needs $2 more.
Well, he's got to restore showing on Motti.
Yep. But he only has a 3 cost to overwrite. So it's going to cost 1,
right,
and then cost 2.
Right.
So he needs to find $1 somewhere else. I think... I would be surprised if he finds a way to get there. He only has 1 card, and you can't pitch the reroll, and he has no focus. So... I think it looks like it might just be guaranteed for next round, right? Oh, we're just going to do more removal? Yep. That's interesting.
Wow. So why not the one of the targeted damage sides there?
I have no idea.
Okay. That was what I thought as well.
Yeah, I have no idea. Motti's going to be at 1 health. But 2 shields, so technically 3.
And he's going to get the shield up in the middle of those, too. He still has shield showing, which he does.
But this puts him in a spot where you could just roll out with R2 and kill with any action sheet. Now I'm really curious where this damage goes.
I think it's got to hit Satine. Like, would his board stay where it is, right?
Yeah. Turning off the droids just feels so good. He
agrees.
For the droids, yep, he agrees. He's going to go for the droids. You really want this claim. Yep. This claim's a big deal because if he hits Ewok Ambush or Instigate, then he can just activate R2 and insta-kill.
Yep.
And that's going to feel real good.
How many action sheets is Drew running in that list?
3.
Okay.
Yep. Double Ewok Ambush and 1 Instigate.
Okay.
So his chances of hitting it is pretty high, but it's, it's still possible you miss. Because he hasn't seen 1 yet, I don't believe. I feel like he didn't hit it.
Yeah, that would be first move, wouldn't it?
Yeah. That does feel like a miss to me. but he can threaten still. This is going to force removal.
You got a best defense.
And a
Got a couple
Forsaken.
upgrades.
So all he can do here is he can take a guy down with him.
Is that a Serestu training? Is that what that one is?
Yep. Okay, he's just going to force it. I'm not a big fan of the rollout here like this. You actually just lose an action.
Right.
The only way this is good is if you've already planned out your turn and you're waiting for more stuff to do and you're just dirtling. But typically it ends up putting you full action behind. I don't see an Admiral.
I didn't see one either.
That's good. Oh, that's real tough if there's no Admiral here for the Palpatine. He really needed it this round because this is the first round that he could effectively use it,
right,
and that it could finally go out. So I think, again, on the bright side, you're in a good spot to try and kill R2. And so I'm curious to see what line he takes, whether he's going to try and make sure he kills R2, or if he's like, hey, I'm just going to go for shields.
Right.
This round, I'm just going to try and not take a lot of damage so that I can get to my Admiral.
To the disrupt.
To the disrupt. I think that makes your plan real easy. Like, if I see this happening, I think I'm just going to kill R2.
Yeah.
I would like to see... I would like to see the 2 melee shoved in. Or I would like to see, like, a Seretsu training or something played.
That would be... You feel it's better to play that one now, or would you hold that for later?
The training?
Yeah.
I mean, if he's going to stake my money...
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind getting it down. I wonder if he's just going to focus the straight damage here and just, like... Do you have...
You got easy pickings.
Do you have easy pickings? Is it the easy pickings check? It's a very gutsy play. Mathematically, it makes sense because he's already used at easy pickings.
Right.
But I don't know if you're so far behind that you care. Okay. More money. If he goes to money again, though, he's in the same spot.
I think he goes to special, resolves that special next to see if he has the easy, and then he can line up the damage.
Yeah, but he just gets easied here. He has double special.
Yeah, or that.
Yeah. I mean, they're not on priority dice, so maybe you feel better about that. Okay. That shows no mitigation that he wants to play. Okay, you're definitely going to take the money, and then you definitely take some money. This feels good from the Satine player's perspective. What do you call? I'm very interested. I wish we could hear what.
Yeah, that's the.
What he was calling.
I'd love to have that part.
This is obviously taking him. I mean, it's a big decision. Oh, it's all gas. And that Republic cruiser could be massive this turn.
Man,
it is.
This turn could get ugly.
This is all gas. You need to get. Yeah, it's only one. No dice has been removed yet. Right? No, a die was removed earlier. No die was removed.
I think they're getting a clarification on that.
Yep. Okay. It looks like, hey, you resolved it. Like, type of discussion going on. I mean, I would like to see a cruiser come down right now. Yep, beautiful. You want to get those shields, and then you're just don't worry about it. You're just.
The cruiser is really nice in this list, especially with the modding.
But he's going to focus. He can get R2 right here.
Yeah.
He can get this rollout is. I mean, that's real risky. Ooh, that's.
I'm not sure about that.
If this
play.
hits a special, it's a big deal.
Yeah.
He missed the special though, so he still has the opportunity to get R2. But if that special comes down, and it feels pretty bad, you could still focus to 6, but then you're wasting 2 of your damage. So that's what he's going to do. He's probably just going to focus the 6. Oh, money? Money? Okay. Does he have Admiral that we didn't see?
He might have had it tucked in there.
I mean, if I'm in Satine's position right now, I'm thinking, well, Admiral's coming down. It's a set. Oh, hired muscle.
Sometimes you just get the nuts.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
Like sometimes it just,
That's never getting resolved. That's just gonna sit there for the rest of the round.
Yeah.
That is a feel bad play right there. Because now what do? Do you pitch to reroll your things you just focus? Like you can't. You're
Every
just
play from here out just feels bad right now.
Yeah. All right, let's see what we got here. He needs a piece of removal that we didn't see.
He had a near miss, but I think that's
he can't
dead.
use it anymore. No. Hopefully he doesn't try and use it here. You can shady resolve this. Like 2, then spend it on a training.
Mm-hmm. Slow playing.
But he can't get it down, and he knows that the advantage here is that he's not playing. You're in command now.
Right.
So you don't have to be afraid of this.
Right.
So the only thing he can do here is like overwrite for something bigger or just play another thing. This doesn't threaten Admiral.
Right.
I would really like to see. I just really like to see Entourage rolled in here. Just call the bluff.
Yeah.
Because what happens is if he spends the 2 money, then eventually you can actually just get that to damage. And it actually it disrupted by not even having to be removed.
Right.
And that's massive. That's what we call dice pressure.
Right.
Just the pressure of a die existing creates you an advantage.
Right.
And that's what's being used really well here. I would like to see this not resolved though.
Well,
He should know that he can't play Admiral here.
Right. Yeah, he's in a tight spot with that. I don't
It
even know.
looks
if
like he
saw
figured it out. Looks like he figured it out. That's great. That's 3. That's like 3 direct. I think the mistake, unless he has Admiral in his hand, which we didn't see, but if he does not have Admiral, he really needed to just focus the damage and kill the R2.
There's Suretsu.
That's Suretsu. It gives him a health, but... Yep. This is going to be a lot of damage.
This is going to be ugly.
You still keep the disrupt. You let the 1 go through, that's fine. You can't heal off this anyway, so...
Right.
The second he takes that other one, then you pull it. What do we got coming out? Another Fickle. That's great. This is a lot of gas. And then Palpatine's just waiting for an Admiral to come out.
Yeah, Drew's dice really helped him play out of this turn because he didn't have any mitigation. Really.
I think what helped him play out of this turn was not focusing the max damage when you saw that he had no mitigation. Oh no! And that gets one of his mitigation pieces out. Yep, this is. Oh, he's
forsaken to die with the value. No one else has
he just re-rolled the disrupt.
Yeah.
I guess he's out of he's okay with the 2 money stage. This is big. A lot of this damage is big. 3, 6, 8, 9.
Yeah, this is gonna
There's 9 damage showing already, but you're taking another reroll here, more than likely.
That's gonna be a therapy. Yeah.
Yep. But you're not super sad about this just due to the fact that 2 more money's gone.
Right. And that's going to take him time to build back into that Admiral play next turn.
Yep. It never feels good, but...
And he still has all his characters going. They're going to be going into, round 3?
Yep.
And he's going to be full board state. everybody intact.
I would expect the dollar and then the focus to shields, put 2 shields on R2, and then hope to draw mitigation.
Mm-hmm.
Drew hasn't had any most of the game.
Should be coming.
So if he gets a hand of mitigation here, he's in a good spot. Obviously, you're hoping for probe as the Palpatine player.
Right.
You have to have Admiral here. I don't know what he kept in that hand, but it might have been worth just pitching it in order to guarantee the Admiral. I'm guessing he has Admiral. It'd be real hard to miss. Yep, we're just going straight in. Yeah, this is. I need to get here quick.
Melee, resource, shield.
So that's 4 damage. It's not enough to kill.
Yep, the shields are going to make the difference.
So if you have Ewok ambush here, I really want to see you roll out like hired muscle to threaten sides.
Right.
And then you can Ewok ambush after you see what's going to happen. Because, again, I still want him to take... I want to see him take the money. I want to see him resolve the dice first. If I'm on Palpatine's side, I really want to probe.
Right. Yeah.
And I would like to kill R2.
That's all I got.
He's going to Ewok ambush first. He's going to disrupt. He's like, I'm just going to get value before things die. That's really unfortunate.
Yeah.
Set of rolls.
He gets to save the companion, though, for Satine, at least.
Yep.
At least there's that.
At least there's something. So, on this side, we're looking at 2 damage, 1 damage, 4 damage. There's 4 damage that can come in right now. He doesn't have any pump cards, so whatever he's showing is what he's showing.
Right.
That's, like, there's no, like, fatal blow in here, right?
Nothing on the list.
So, he has to get to $3, and he can get to $3 with feed.
I still haven't seen if he has it in his hand or not, but...
Hero discard? Are we going to be looking at a hero discard? The Fickle comes out just in case. This is going to do this. Yep, there has to be an Admiral. This is 100% Admiral play. This might be a hero discard moment.
Okay. Just take the shot and hope
Just
you grab it.
take the shot. It's actually why I would have liked to see it higher muscle go out first. So he's not going to do that. He's going to let Admiral come down. Come on, remember you're faithful. Hey. Okay. Interesting. That was 2 damage there. So this is R2 dead. R2's dead with what's showing. This is a really hard spot.
Looks like Drew didn't get much in the way of mitigation this time either, though.
Yeah, that would feel pretty bad. 2 shields, that's, again, not what you want. I would assume here's the time. You can't play another card with the discard showing if you have Admiral. Oh, there we go.
And ta-da!
That's all the money. That's ready. They should get that dollar out of the field.
There you go.
There we go.
It's like he heard you.
Nice and clean. So it is pretty disciplined of a play to not take the hero discard. Just for the argument's sake of, like, I just need to do damage.
Right.
But this is real tough now. This is, I think, this is Palpatine's chance to win the game. If there's no removal, and it didn't look like he had any, I think things would have been stopped ahead of time.
And he had the probe.
And he has the probe. See, that just feels wrong. You probe way before all of this stuff happened. It's I think he got a little lucky there. There wasn't better removal.
Yeah. Yeah, he could have definitely walked right into Drew's removal because he hasn't been playing much at all.
Yep. I mean, he could have walked into an easy pickings.
Right.
And then his whole round's over.
But I think that's why he left those two stick sides sitting out there and you got to grab these.
So we'll see what happens here. This is a big roll. That's a lot of damage. And he already has a special showing while having max damage. That's backbreaking. That roll is. He had the piece and he held it the entire time.